Welcome to another mindfulness journey with Masters of Sensuality. Today, we're going to pause and reflect on something a little more unusual, an old book, Charles Darwin's The Expression of the Emotions in Man and Animals. This book was part of an exhibit in 2023 at the New York Public Library, my personal favorite library of all time. Before we dive into the sensory experience, let me share a bit of the story behind this book. The Expression of the Emotions in Man and Animals was published in 1872, and it's one of Darwin's significant works. It explores how emotions are expressed in humans and animals through facial expressions. Darwin's observations were groundbreaking, helping to bridge the gap between science and psychology. His work changed how we understand both human behavior and the connections we share with other species. But while the story behind the book is fascinating, today we're not just focusing on the historical context. In this series, we're here to slow down and notice how art feels in our bodies, not just what it means, but how it touches our senses. So take a deep breath. Let the history and meaning of the book sink in, but know that the most important thing right now is your experience of it. This is a mindfulness meditation of sorts, where you can connect with the art through sight, touch, imaginatively, of course, and sound, letting the piece speak to you on a visceral level. Now, imagine the pages in front of you. It's open to a carefully chosen spread. On the left, Darwin's writing. On the right, the faces of people captured mid-expression. These faces convey raw emotion, and each expression feels authentic and unique. Let your eyes focus on the pages. What does the texture of the paper feel like beneath your gaze? Imagine the weight of the book, its history, the ink on the paper, and how the edges of the pages might feel if you could run your fingers along them. Imagine the slightly worn look of the paper, as though it has traveled through time just as Darwin's ideas have. Notice how the shapes of the words and the delicate curves of the faces create an emotional rhythm that flows through you. Now, turn your attention to the faces. As you look at them, ask yourself, what does each expression evoke in your body? Maybe you feel a tightening in your chest when looking at an expression of distress, or a warmth in your heart when you see a face filled with joy. Let yourself fully inhabit the emotion of each expression. Feel it in your own body. There's no need to overthink it. Simply notice how each emotion resonates with you and how your body responds. As you explore these faces, allow your imagination to guide you deeper into the sensory experience. Imagine hearing the rustle of the pages turning, soft and delicate, almost imperceptible. Picture the stillness of the library around you, the faint whispers of people speaking quietly, perhaps even the sound of footsteps echoing through the space as you stand before the book. What does it feel like to be immersed in this quiet moment, in this encounter with raw human emotion? Imagine what it might smell like. Dusty pages, the faint scent of leather binding, or the unique, musty aroma of an old book. Let your senses come alive as you reflect on how these small details enrich your connection to the work. Take a deep breath and allow yourself a moment to be fully present with the book. As we finish, let go of any need to understand or analyze the content. Instead, carry with you the sensations, the imagined touch of the paper, the emotions in the faces, the sounds of the space around you, and the deep stillness that accompanies this intimate interaction with art. I hope you enjoyed our little art break and that it washed away any stressors of the day. I invite you to start intentionally using art this way as a reset, as an exercise in mindfulness, looking deeply, looking slowly. Until next time, enjoy the rest of your day.